Hey everybody, this episode is going to be a little less explosive. I'm going to make vegan butter from Miyoko Shinner's recipe. And we used to be able to buy her butter, but it's not available anymore in stores. So I borrowed this from her channel, and let's see if I can do it as well. Now, you're supposed to use an immersion blender, but I'm old school, and also I gave my immersion blender away when I thought I was moving. So here's what we do, and I'll try to remember the amounts. If not, I'll put the recipe underneath. I'm making half a recipe, so this is half a cup of cold avocado oil, and I have been waiting for this day because I bought all these little bowls to have the ingredients in that I can just measure them out ahead and add them in. So this is a momentous occasion for me. All right, so I'm going to just start whipping up. This is half a cup of cold avocado oil, and you can see the bowl is a little frosty from the fridge. So I'm just going to get a lot of air in there. And then what we do is, this is 3/8 cup of refined coconut oil. So I'm going to add that in and just keep whipping to the best of my ability. And I'm going to whip for a long time. Well, it'll feel like it for you, but I'll try to keep you entertained in the meantime. This is the second episode of Stovetop Vegan. As I mentioned before, my oven blew up, so all my recipes are either made on the stove or recipes that don't need cooking. So here we go. This is a lot of whipping going on, and I don't even know if I usually whip it this long because I've made it before, and I'll show you a little sample once we're done. Okay, so now hopefully it'll turn out just as well because I'm doing it for less time. And this is, let's see, a 1/4 cup of oat milk that I made myself. And I'll show you how, where you don't have to use all those extra ingredients. So it's looking a little more butter-like, let's just say. Let me get some of this, more of this creaminess in there. I guess if that's what you can call it. So we mix all this together, and I think this is going to turn out just fine because what you do is once you've added all the ingredients together, and this is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let me just see if I can get that out of there. One thing that I do in the kitchen is wear my hair back for obvious reasons. I don't have to, just for demonstrations, but you don't want to find any surprises in the food. That's why I'm wearing this shirt too, because if any food gets on my clothes, it won't really show. Okay, good enough. Now, whoops, all right, that's not going to stay. Now I'm just going to pour this over into the bowl that I'll store it in. These are all glass containers. And I'm going to use this. I should have had a spatula, but live and learn. I mean, I always have used a spatula, but I forgot today. So this is how it looks. I'm going to put it in the fridge, and let me show you what it looks like when it's been in the fridge for a while. This is homemade vegan butter, and I'll show you how it spreads. I'm taking after Martha Stewart. I'm not going to eat my samples in front of you. But see that? I've already tasted this, and it's pretty good. For those of you who haven't ventured into the vegan diet or plant-based lifestyle, it might take a little getting used to. But for me, I've been doing this mainly since 1998. And I've gone off sometimes. Mostly, I've stayed pretty solid on it. And now I wouldn't call it strict, but I prefer. And I don't like to cook anything that isn't plant-based. The smell of it doesn't agree with me. So, okay, here we go. This is for my snack later. I'll put it right here in one of these bowls. I'm going to cover this up, put it in the fridge, and it will look like this in just a couple hours. Doesn't take long. Thank you for joining me. And please put any ideas that you have for stovetop vegan recipes. I even saw a recipe for cornbread. So I'm going to be pretty daring in my stovetop experiments. So that's one idea. And thanks for watching. See you soon.